Thankfully, we are quiet, however, right,
yes,
Chris?
we remain quiet in the tropics, as do most of the long-range models as far as anything nearby. We have been fairly quiet today and, dare I say, a little more comfortable, and this is just a taste of what we will experience over the next several days. Any rain is long gone, but there was a complex of storms that brought in quite a bit of cloud cover during the early morning hours. That right there prevented temperatures from just skyrocketing. Typically, the last several weeks, we've already gotten into the lower 90s even before the noon hour. Well, that kind of held temperatures down a bit. And so we didn't really start getting into the 90s and heat indices into the triple digits until the afternoon. So we are in the triple digits, but most locations have only been there for a few hours, and most locations not quite to the criteria for a heat advisory. Weather Service is going to leave the heat advisory up, but it certainly was not as bad as it has been. Our bodies are now acclimated to it feeling like 110 plus. So you knock those heat indices down a bit, it feels a little bit nicer, and it is mid-August. We're in the 90s where we did get a bit more sunshine, where we stayed out under the cloud cover, stayed in the upper 80s to our west, but drier air is moving in from our east, and this drier air mass that is pushing south will make it feel more comfortable as we head through the rest of the week, at least through Thursday. By Friday, we'll likely start to feel those dew points coming back up. So a more pleasant feel, again, with respect to the fact that it is August, through the next several days, with that mugginess coming back in by the weekend and going into next week. Right now, a temperature of 93 degrees, still hot. High temperatures even as this front moves through, still in the 90s, but at least when you get rid of dew points in the 70s, and will likely stay in the 60s, we won't have heat indices in the triple digits for the rest of the week. So it will feel a bit more bearable. 93 was our high today, running just above our average. Average high is now 91, so we are on the decline as far as normal temperatures. There is an end of the heat in sight. Upper high is now shifted a little bit more to our west, and here is that deep upper trough. It's the upper trough that helped bring that complex of storms our way last night, and also what is helping to bring in this drier air mass, and the dry air is going to hang around for much of the week. Now, I think the dew point model here going with 50s is a little extreme, but definitely widespread 60s, and that right there, once you get rid of the humidity, 90s become bearable, and that will be where we are for the rest of the week. And more sunshine as well underneath mostly clear skies as this upper high, or excuse me, the upper troughing is kind of getting rid of all of the cloud cover. As we go later into the week, the upper trough itself does start to lift away, but a little piece of that upper trough is going to kind of break away and move our way as an upper level low. This little feature may help to increase humidity, but also be a triggering mechanism for better rain chances. So it does look like our rain chances after we get till about Thursday, Friday will be a little bit greater. Right now I'm going with about a 40% chance. Model's not overly aggressive with rainfall, but with that upper disturbance in place and more moisture coming our way, I do think we will at least see a better chance for some showers. High temperatures, again, staying above or right at normal, but at least it will feel bearable with the less humid air, which will be with us for much of this week. So we'll enjoy mostly sunny skies, not much in the way of the high humidity. Again, not exactly a fall feel. It is still August, but at least it'll be a little bit more comfortable, especially the late evenings as the sun goes down, and as the sun is just coming up during our early morning hours, it will feel far nicer. Here is the very latest on Hurricane Ernesto. It is near the Canadian Maritimes. This is Newfoundland. As we go through the night and certainly into tomorrow, this is going to transition from a tropical system to more of an extratropical system, meaning it's losing that tropical characteristic of gaining strength from very warm ocean temperatures. It's not very warm once you get into the North Atlantic. Elsewhere in the Atlantic basin, we are not tracking anything. Now, longer range models, as we kind of are wrapping up August, heading into the start of September, are indicating some little waves coming off of Africa, showing some signs of organization. But that really isn't until we get toward the end of the month and start of September. We'll likely start to see some development out in the main development region of the Atlantic. So as far as nearby is concerned, we still look quiet for at least the next 7 days. That's putting us closer to September, putting us closer to the peak of the season. 94, but less humid through the rest of the week. Our rain chance is picking up as the humidity increases this weekend.